Hey guys, my name is Juan David, and with me is Alan.
Hi, in today's video we are gonna be learning about some modal verbs.
So, have you ever asked what is the difference between the use of modal verbs like must, should, and have to? In this video, we'll learn how to use the modal must, should, and have to in the correct way. So, let's start. We use the modal have to, must, and should to make suggestions or advice. So, let's look at the first one. Should. Its formulation is the same for all the pronouns. As an example,
I should, he should, we should.
on the other hand, we have that they don't need auxiliaries. They take the direct negative and questions forms. As an example,
I should or I shouldn't and should I?
also, they never combine with another modal verb. As an example,
Instead of saying I should can, you must say you should be able to.
okay, when do we use the modal verb should? We use should to give an opinion or give advice. So here we use should in three different ways. The first one is to express an opinion or giving advice or asking for advice. For example,
I believe nurses should have higher salaries. Other example is you look tired. I think you should have some rest.
the second one is to express an expectation. As an example,
He should arrive any minute. He shouldn't be long now.
and the third one is to express a regret about a past action. For example,
You should have been more careful. To keep in mind, ought to is a synonym for should. It generally sounds more formal than should.
okay guys, let's see the second modal verb, that is must. Its formulation is the same for all the pronouns. For example,
I must, he must, we must.
as should, they don't need auxiliaries. They take the direct negative and questions forms. As an example,
I must, I mustn't, and must I?
also, they never combine with another modal verb. As an example,
So you must say he will have to instead of saying he will must.
so when do we use the modal verb must? As should, the modal verb must is divided in three different ways. The first one is that the modal verb must expresses a necessity felt by the speaker in present or future. For example,
He is very ill. You must call a doctor now. The second one is this is the best book I've ever read. You must read it.
the second one is that expressing a prohibition in present or future too. For example,
You must not or you mustn't use your mobile devices during takeoff. The second one is you mustn't be late for your interview tomorrow.
and the last one, we use the modal verb must to express an assumption in the present or past. Just affirmative sentence. For example,
You must be tired after your very long day.
now let's see the last modal verb, that is have to. Its formulation is different than the other modal verbs that we studied before. So, it is followed by the infinitive without to. For example,
Have to do.
on the other hand, it is conjugated according to the pronouns. For example,
I have to, he has to.
it needs auxiliaries and it doesn't take direct negative and questions forms. As an example,
I don't have to. She doesn't have to. Do I have to? Does she have to?
and finally, it can combine with modal verbs. You will have to, he might have to, right? As the other modal verbs, the modal verb have to is divided in three ways of usage. The first one is to express an external obligation in positive sentence. For example,
you have to make an appointment to see him.
The second one is to express a necessity or obligation in the past. As an example,
he was very ill. He had to call the doctor immediately.
And the last one is to remove a necessity or an obligation. We can use it in present or in past or in future. For example,
he has passed her exam. She won't have to retake it. So guys, it's time to practice. So here we have two web pages to consolidate our new knowledge. So I am going to show you how to access to those web pages. The first is the British Council. Well, for this you can go Google and search the British Council page and learn English. Now you go and learn English things. You look for grammar, choose beginner grammar, and now you look for the topic. So we are seeing the modal verbs must, should, and we can see that we can use that for obligation and advice. So finally here we can see some a video, some explanation, and as last resource we can see the comments of all people that use this tool, and even you can partake in here. Now the second web page is testenglish.com. You go to the second option and you go grammar points. You choose intermediate B1 and look for the modal verbs we are studying now. So have to, must, should, and those ones. So here you can find some exercise. You have to complete. There are 3 tabs, and if you don't know, you can get your feedback in the tab explanation. Here, this is a complete web page. I recommend you this kind of tool because it is really nice. Besides, you can practice in writing, use of English, reading, and listening as you like it.
Well guys, by the way, here you have the links, the direct links that you can access in a faster way. Okay, so the first one is the British Council and the second one is Test English, right? So we hope you guys to enjoy this video and to practice a lot of the modal verbs, right? So it was a pleasure to us for helping you in your doubts about the modal verbs, right? On the other hand, here we have the reference. If you want to get more information, you can go to the link over here, and there you can go beyond and study and practice more the modal verbs should, must, and have to, right? Okay guys, thank you very much, and I hope you guys see you soon.
Thank you. Bye.